Okay, so this is the rate at which he's running. So this is the rate at which he's running. So for every 5.1 seconds, he travels 40 meters. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. If he were to run for 10.2 seconds, can anyone tell me how many meters he traveled in 10.2 seconds? Think about what I did here. In 10.2 seconds. Right. All I did was I multiplied by 2, I doubled his time. So what would happen to the distance he ran? It would be doubled, right? So what's 40 times 2? 80 meters. Good. Now the question says, how long, okay, so we want to know how many seconds it would take him if he ran 200 meters. Now there's a few ways we can solve this. Is there a number that you can multiply 40 times something that gives you 200? Can you guys think of that in your head? It might be a little, okay, good. So to get from 40 to 200, we would multiply by 5. So what would we do here to figure out how many seconds, how long it would take him? Multiply by 5. So that's one way, okay? I want you guys to calculate that. So 5.1 times 5, because we know that to get from 40 to 200, we multiply by 5. So we need to keep it proportional. Yeah, what'd you get? 25.5 seconds. Good. Now I want you guys to try solving this with cross multiplying. Okay, so these are the two, this is the rate, and we want to know the seconds. How would you set this up as a proportion using fractions? Yep.
40 over 5.1.
Good. 40 over 5.1 equals 200 over, let's call this, it's unknown, we can call it x. Now you always have to make sure that if the numerator represents the meters, then we have to be consistent. We have to keep the meters, the distance as the numerator. And then what is represented by the denominator? What does this represent? Seconds, okay? So you have to make sure that the 200 was written as a numerator and then the unknown is the seconds. So I want everyone to try this by cross multiplying. So 40 times x would be 40x, and then Alejandro, 5.1 times 200. Anyone know what that is? Pardon? 1,020, good. And then what do I do to both sides? Divide by what? Good. So what's 1,020 divided by 40? 25.5, which means that it would take him 25.5 seconds to run 200 meters. And is that the same answer we got solving it the other way? Let's go back and look. Okay, so listen up. Using the same rate, so he's still running at the same pace. Every 40 meters he travels, it takes him 1.5 seconds. I want you to tell me, how long will it take him to run 1,500 meters? So how many seconds would it take him traveling at this rate, at the same rate? You choose the method you want to solve this. So I want to know how many seconds, how long it's going to take him to travel 1,500 meters, if that's his speed. So we'll do it using this rate. 40 over 1.5 equals 1,500 over what? X. Cross multiply. 40 times x is 40x, and then 1,500 times 1.5 was what? What was 1,500 times 1.5? 2,250 divided by 40. X is equal to what? 56.25 seconds.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.